Okay, now let's have another basis of the measurement for these notes payable. Okay. We have this what we call cash price equivalent. So that is the fair market value. That is how it is measured when the cash price equivalent is present on that time nagkaroon ng transaction. Halimbawa, ikaw yung buyer. Okay? Tapos, mayroong seller dito. Okay? Ngayon yung seller sa'yo is nag-deliver siya ng example, anong tawag dito? Let's say furnitures. Okay? Ngayon, nag-issue ka ng notes, promissory note sa kanya. Okay, ang tanong ngayon, how do you value the promissory note? Okay. Now, if the promissory note should be dependent in this case to the cash equivalent price of this furniture, of the asset received. So, doon nakadepende kung magkano yung initial measurement ng inyong promissory note. Okay? So, kaya dito sinasabi na ang cash equivalent is the amount that would have been paid. Okay? It was settled outright on the cash basis. Okay, so ang cash price is, paano kung hindi yan inutang? Magkano kaya yan? So, nag-issue ka ng 100,000 dito for the furniture. Paano kung cash yung ibinayad ko? Magkano yung furnitures? That would be our cash price equivalent. Okay? Now, here is the example. An entity purchased TV, 6-month installment. Okay. So, total installment is 120. Pero kung bibilhin mo yung in an outright cash, ang amount na yan is 100,000. Okay? So, ngayon, kung 100,000, so ano yung cash price? So, that would be our fair market value. Okay? In that case. So, ganon. So, another case is, ito naman ay nagbayad siya ng 100,000 initially cash price equivalent for the TV set. Okay? And that when 120 is siya on installment. Okay? Ang 20,000 is ito yung interest na ipinatong. That would cover for the 6-month installment. Okay? So the cash price lang talaga is only the 100. Another example is an entity purchase goods 250. Okay. Ngayon, normally, ibinebenta lang daw yung goods for 220. At saka mayroon pang discount na 500, na 5,000. So, ang tanong, ano yung cash equivalent price niya or yung cash price? Hindi yung 220. Kung hindi, yung 215. Kasi you need to deduct that one against the normal selling price na 220 kasi ang ano kasi is a cash discount ito. Cash discount. Cash discount is actually an interest provided for a certain na price, okay? So therefore, yung interest na yan should not be included as part of the cash price. So that's why this is the computation. Natanggalin yung 5,000 na discount for outright payment. Outright payment is kung magbayad ka ngayon, ito lang talaga, okay, ang babayaran mo 215 kasi yung 5,000 that is good for 1 month. That is an interest for the 1 month. Okay. So ito yun na yung in-explain ko kanina. Okay? Now let's jump to subsequent measurement. So we're done with the initial measurement, kung paano yun i-compute, blah, blah, blah. That's the theory behind. And paano naman yung subsequent measurement. Okay, after the initial measurement, na it could be at face value, okay, subsequently measured at face value pa rin yung iba, expected or the expected settlement amount. Okay, the notes payable that are initially measured at present value are subsequently amortized. Kasi habang tumatakbo yung panahon, mayroong certain portion of that discount that will be amortized. I in here, kailangan nating matuto kung paano natin ipiprepare yung amortization table. Doon natin makikita visually kung magkano yung amounts na ating i-amortize. The amortized cost is the amount which is the financial asset or liability is measured, okay, initial recognition minus the principal payments. So, siya yung una, yung carrying amount dito, tapos mayroong mga principal payment na i-deduct dito. Tapos magkaroon siya ng addition as to the interest expense dyan based on the market value or the effective interest rate, then that's it. And every now and then or every reporting period, there is another ang tawag dyan is amortized. That would be our new carrying amount every reporting period. So magiging amortized cost na siya. Amortization using the effective interest rate method or any difference the initial amount, etc. And we can demonstrate that later if we have a problem. In here, we're just concentrating on the theory of this particular portion of this topic. The amortization cost is using effective interest rate method. Ito talagang always na ginagamit. Pag sinabi nating ito yung kino-compute natin doon, again, doon sa carrying amount in order na magkaroon tayo ng interest expense that would be added to the carrying amount. Yun yung formula natin dito. Yung any payment naman, if there's a portion of that that is attributable to the principal, yun ang i-deduct against the carrying amount, beginning na carrying amount. Then we can arrive at a new carrying amount, which is the amortized cost. This is a summary of our initial and subsequent measurements. For the short term, we always put that at present value. Pag mayroong significant financing component, then we value that at present value. That's how it is. And for the subsequent measurement, for the letter A, we still at the face value. And for the amortized cost, for that letter B, for those short-term payable with significant financing component. Okay. So, tandaan natin yan always. Sa number 2 naman, ang long-term with reasonable interest. Sa long term naman, pag with reasonable interest, itong tandaan ha, ito yung keyword in order na mo-qualify siya for the face value. Ito na din yung expected natin na settlement amount, ang face value. On number 3, yung namang walang interest, non-interest bearing na mga notes, we always follow the present value. Again, ito yung ano natin ha, yung trigger na condition. Pag walang interest, we follow in a present value. And later on, from one reporting day to another, we use the amortized cost bilang ano natin, carrying value for the notes payable. Ito namang number 4, long-term with unreasonable interest rate. Unreasonable, ito yung trigger na key natin. So ito na naman ang magiging dahilan bakit siya present value yung kanyang initial measurement. And thereafter, magiging amortized cost. So they have the same. So all the notes payable that are using present value at their initial, also this one, kung makikita mo, their forwarded carrying amount is based on the amortized cost. Okay. Then the rest, doon yung may mga interest payment, may mga interest rate na reasonable, they are always at face value. Okay. Now, here's another note in here. If the cash price daw is determinable, meaning to say given siya, the note is initially measured at this amount. In other words, ito yung priority 1. Okay. Diba sabi natin mayroon tayong mga discount, mga present value at face value. Pero kung halimbawa, nag-issue ka ng note in exchange for something like kanina, example natin, magkano ba yon? Ano ba yon yung ano ba yung nilagay? Wala ba ito? TV set. Yung TV set, nakatanggap ng TV set. Pag mayroong siyempre yung mga TV set, mayroon naman yung mga cash price. If ganyan yung transaction, yun yung ifa-follow ng ating valuation for the promissory note. Okay? So, halimbawa, yung TV set natin is, halimbawa, 150,000. Samantala, yung promissory note natin is 160,000. Therefore, yung sinasabi dito na discount on promissory note, yun na yung difference. That this is representing for the implied interest in that. Okay? So, yung equivalent na yan. Okay, so regardless if the promissory note is with interest, short-term, at face value, or using the present value, lahat lahat yon is i-discount using its present value. Okay? Ang maging present value niya ay yung cash price. So, ifa-follow siya sa cash price. So, ang cash price dito is yung 150. Ito na yung cash price. Then, this will also the value of the notes payable. Okay. A note payable may be issued for cash, purchase goods, etc. Regardless of the consideration received, the accounting depends on the note's classification purpose. Uh, mm, okay. That is in the case if the what you call this one, if the cash price equivalent is not given. Kasi sinabi kasi dito na pag determinable siya, then the note initially measured at this amount cash equivalent price. Okay. Um, Next is we have illustration 1. Notes, short-term note. Okay, short-term ito ha. So, illustration. July 1, 20, X1. So, mayroon siyang naborrow na 1 million. Ngayon, uh, issued for 1 year. The lender discounted the note to note at 12%. Okay, what do you mean by that? Okay, una is mayroong mga case dito. Okay, case 1. Case 1, the note is due at in lump sum, meaning to say lahat yan mag-due siya after 1 year. June 30, 20x2. The effect of the discounting is immaterial. Bakit? Kasi short term. Okay? Nag-issue siya ng note payable, nag-borrow siya ng 1 million. That's why, sinasabi dito dahil sa 1 year siya, therefore, yung effect ng discounting, yung time value, kung i-compute natin yung kanyang, halimbawa, yung kanyang yung kanyang present value, if that component is not significant, that financial component, I mean that interest component is not significant, therefore, it has to be stated at what? Face value. Okay. I hope that you follow that. Kasi nga, immaterial. Pag sinabi nating hindi significant, ibig sabihin, immaterial. Okay, yun yung tandaan natin. Okay. Ngayon, pag halimbawa ito, pinadiscount niya, so debit siya ng 880,000, then credit ng 1 million. Ang difference niyan, ito na yung discount on notes payable. Since that is 1 year, so easy to do that, to allocate lang yung discount para i-amortize siya. I-allocate lang siya over the months of the 1 year. So the 6 months fall on 20x1 while the other 6 months nandun sa 20x2. So simply, i-divide mo lang siya into 2. So the interest expense at December 31, 20x1 is 60. Okay, this is how to compute that. When we say discounted class is ibabawas siya. So halimbawa, mayroong 1 million. Simply, i-discount mo siya for 1 year kasi yung whatever is the rate given in the problem, that is equivalent yan sa 1 year. Ha? Yun yung tandaan natin. Baka yun yung tanong din. So, pag i-multiply mo yan, 120,000. When we say discount, ibig sabihin, pinipresent mo yung note, babawasan niya ng bangko in advance for the interest. So, yung ma-receive mo na lang yun yung ma-receive mo na amount is only 880,000. So, ito na yung discounted na promissory note. Okay. If we are going to continue that, so on June 30, there's another interest that is to be amortized out of the discount on notes payable. Then finally, we settle the cash by paying it at 1 million. So that's how it ends. Okay, another problem that we need to know is paano naman yung presentation? Okay, nagsimula siya July 1, 20x10. So the first reporting date kung saan siya maaabutan ay yung December 31, 20x1. From this date up to June 1 up to June 30, 20x2, Ilang months siya bago mag